Hi guys, Dominic Cummings had referred to Boris Johnson as the trolley, as he could be pushed in pretty much any direction. Rishi Sunak appears to be somewhat similar, but a trolley with a broken wheel, which weaves from left to right without warning. The latest bad news for the Tory leader is yet another by-election on the cards with the resignation of Tory MP Chris Skidmore. He, as Energy Minister under Theresa May, signed the UK's 2050 net zero plan. However, to both distract from the current failures and engage in the dreaded culture war, Rishi Sunak and his party have been doing U-turns on the environment, and this seems to be too much for Skidmore, so he has resigned.
That's right. Former Minister Chris Skidmore has said he will resign the Conservative whip and stand down as an MP as soon as possible over new legislation he argues clearly promotes the production of new oil and gas. Mr Skidmore has in the past been critical of the government's energy policy, but this raises the prospect of another by-election in this general election year.
Yes, another by-election, yet another by-election, and of course this will be embarrassing once again for Rishi Sunak. It seems that perhaps some Tories are growing a backbone. They're standing up to Rishi Sunak. They realise that they're going to lose their seats at the next general election, and they think it's better actually to pull the plug now, instead of wait and allow Rishi Sunak to lose the general election and avoid significant embarrassment. Now, this seat is likely to be lost anyway. Chris Skidmore had said before that he was going to stand down at the next general election. So by pulling the plug now, he's going to do damage to Rishi Sunak. You mess me about, I'm going to mess you about. If we look here in 2010, Chris won the seat with a majority of just 2,445, and then he increased it to 11,220 in 2019. But that's nowhere near enough to hold on to the seat. So it's likely this by-election, highly likely this by-election, will result in a Labour victory. Labour held it before Skidmore, but it's likely they will hold it after him. And it's just the way traffic is moving at the moment. Pretty much every by-election that's coming in is either a massive swing to Labour and a win, or just a massive swing. And more of these by-elections undermines Rishi Sunak's authority. Now, will he resign before the next general election? I don't think so. I think he's going to remain in place. But all of these by-elections are going to undermine him, are really damaging to him and the party. And I think there's going to be a massive reset when Rishi Sunak loses the general election, if it's in May or if it's at the end of the year. Because it's going to be a real case of soul searching within the Conservative Party. Should we move back to the centre? Should we move further to the right? What Rishi Sunak is doing at the moment is really damaging to the party, because he seems to be shifting to the right in some areas, which is damaging the party in the centre, and it's upsetting his own MPs. And then he tries to move back to the left again, back to the centre, and then that upsets the headbangers within the party. Now, none of these headbangers have resigned. Peter Bone was forced out, but it's every by-election, all of this is embarrassing for him and embarrassing for the party. And I really don't understand why he just doesn't call a general election now and get it over and done with. But he seems to be too spineless. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.